All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel. And guys, we have a review to do on the first ever petrified fish knife on the channel. So say hello to Ren and Stimpy and Powder Toast Man and Log and TV, and let's get started. So yeah, this is a petrified fish knife. You can see there, petrified fish made in China. It is, whoa, upside down. It is a Petrified Fish PF838, and it's -C, guys, for the one I have. Carbon fiber and stonewash, petrified fish. Like their logo, very, very cool, kind of really unique. And this one comes by way of Justin, my buddy, at White Mountain Knives. Now, guys, there's going to be, down in the description, a link to White Mountain Knives and the code that you can use. Now, if you use KnivesFAST at checkout at White Mountain Knives, you're going to get 10% off. And I appreciate Justin for sending this along, guys. You guys know I'm an affiliate with them. And the way this works is that he sends me along some knives to check out. And I talk about his channel, and it's his store. And it's really cool. Now, I've wanted, ever since I saw JB Big Red EDC talking about the Beluga, and I can't remember what the other one was. Shoot. Oh, well. Ever since I saw him talking about those, I've really wanted to get a petrified fish, but I wanted to pick something different since I've seen his take on it. I kind of wanted to get something different in here, guys, and that's where we are. Now, you can see right here we have what looks like David Chin, and that must be the designer. I have not been able to find that anywhere else so far, but that, I assume, is the designer. Now, when you go to White Mountain Knives, it says this one is black G10 and brown, black carbon fiber. I thought I saw a brown carbon fiber earlier, and I was very confused. It is not. It is black carbon fiber. Really cool. There's your Petrified Fish logo on the pivot. Nice. It's not completely flush, but it is pretty daggone close, and it is definitely not sharp in any way. This side also sticks proud ever so slightly, but again, what have I talked about? Anytime I can get, contoured G10 handles, I'm good with anything that's a little bit sticking up, because that contour is going to cause that. Same thing with the screws. Now, they did take these screws and they did embed them down into the G10 a little bit, but they do still stick proud a little bit. You do have non-countersunk screws here on the pocket clip, but again, the pocket clip should have enough clearance, and it did for me. It came in and out of the pocket just nicely. For me, it wasn't a problem. You do have a lanyard hole. It goes through the back spacer. Really, really nicely done for you lanyard fans. And you can see nice open construction except the back spacer. But let's talk about this G10, guys. Just looks so good. We do have one little thing to go over in a minute, but we'll save that. And where the carbon fiber inlay happens is perfection. There is no overlap at all. It is clean, and well done. Same thing on this side. I love it. That is so cool. So let's flip her open. Oh, by the way, before we do, you can see the blade is D2 steel. That's indicated on the flipper tab with this really nice jimping. We'll talk about that in a minute. And there you go, number 838, also on the flipper tab there. Pocket clip, guys, we should talk about. It does have a little spring to it, but it comes in and out of the pocket well, and the retention's great, so that does not bother me. I actually like that deep carry. Tiny little bit sticking out. Deep carry pocket clip, really well done. Let's do this while we're here. Centering is dead on. Guys, I need to tell you something real quick before we go any further. This is a $35 knife. You're kidding, right? I mean, this is great. Again, made in China. You saw how it flipped there. Let's just do that again. Really great traction on that flipper tab. I love this, how it's contoured back to the flipper tab, and I can just take my finger, run it there. I mean, guys, I have not been able, let's try it again. Yeah, you're not going to fail it. The detent is, now, Kevin is the detent diva. I am not. But to me, this detent is unbelievable. It is very, very nice for what I've got here. Now, I love this swedging right here on the top. It doesn't bother. You can see it kind of narrows out and then goes back wide again and then narrows out towards the tip. I think that gives it a really neat look, especially here. I just think that's super cool, guys, where they've done that. And again, great sharpening choil, no problems there. And this satin finish on this D2 blade is great. I love the shape. I would call it a spear. Let's see, what did they call it? Stonewash. Well, the one I'm seeing right there says stonewash finish, so I must have the wrong one pulled up. It's the same price, I'm sure, but this one is definitely a satin finish. And it doesn't really tell me what they think the blade shape is, but guys, I'll tell you, that's a spear point. Really aggressive, really cool looking spear point. Really dig it. Now, this jimping doesn't mean a lot to me. In a backed up grip, you could get your thumb on that, but that's not the natural position for me. This is, yeah, it's there. It's jimping. Doesn't mean much in my world. You do have a really good access to the lock bar. Come in there, nicely done. It's not a droppy drop knife, but it is very smooth on that shake shut action. Let's see, lockup. I'd call it 20 to 25 there. And again, the action, it goes to your, did you see that? I should show. Goes to your thumb on the first part, and then you just move, and man, just super nice. Now, what I was going to tell you guys about one issue, and that's all I really have. Now, we'll go over specs and some things in a minute. Grip in the hand is wonderful. This is a full-size knife. We'll go over the specs. I love the way this knife feels in my hand, except, so if they had just chamfered off the edges of this G10, it is just a hard stop on that G10. If it was just rolled. Now, this is funny. Check this out. It's rolled back here really well. If this was just rolled right here, this knife would, I mean, for $35, this knife would be a top budget choice for me. And it is a big knife. Now, if you don't like really big knives, you probably, this fills my hand, but you probably won't like it if you don't like big knives. But me, big knife guy, I mean, I'm not like Peter and Kyle from DTOM and Therapeutic Edge, but I like larger knives, and this one is a very nice knife. It was a good carry. Oh, and by the way, guys, if you haven't noticed, using my birthday present from my wife here, because I really dig this tray, this walnut tray from Lily Design Woodworks on Etsy. Very, very cool. Really, really digging it. So what are the specs? It's 8.66, guys. So this is almost a 9-inch knife. 3.75 or 7.4, excuse me, on the blade length. The blade thickness is 0.15. So it is a thicker blade, but it definitely comes down to a really nice edge. You can see high flat grind comes down to a really, and it is sharp, and it cuts very nicely, guys. I didn't have any problem with that. I mean, it's not as slicey as some, like a Atom or some of the other knives that are known for being real thin, but it is definitely a nice, slicey, good cutter. D2 on the blade, if I didn't say that, I did say that. D2 on the blade, and the handle length is almost 5 inches, 4.92. Really, really nice. Let's see, what do I have? Oh, man, I don't have anything really well-known sitting out here for a comparison. No, I don't. Here's the Asher Spiro Full Titanium from Kevin Lefty EDC. You can see the Petrified Fish is a much larger knife. That's about the only good, well-known comparative knife I have. Black carbon fiber handle. Now, here's where some of you are not gonna be okay, but to me, this is not a problem. It is 5.77, so almost 6 ounces on the weight. I love it. It feels like a work knife. It feels like this thing just wants to go out and wants to do some work. And again, I'm not kidding, guys. It came sharp, and it is sharp, and I just really, really like this knife. So we're at 9.5 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up. But let me know if you got any questions. If there's anything I missed, I think I covered it all. Thanks, Justin from White Mountain Knives, for sending this along for me to check out. very, very happy to have gotten a look at this beautiful, beautiful knife in a very budget package, $35 minus the 10% off that you get using KnivesFAST at checkout at White Mountain Knives. Really, really dig this knife, guys. Check it out. Give me a thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. Give me a comment. And if you're not subscribed, please consider it. It helps the channel. We are over 2,000 now, so I'm not really stressed about it, but I would love to have you along for the journey. So thanks so much, guys, for watching the KnivesFAST channel.